Brouhaha comedy at Vintage Villains.
It's me, it's Ripper the Clown, the unpredictable cartoon character coming to life. And guess what? We're back. That's right. Comedy is returning to Vintage Villains on April 29th when the Barber Shop in Westville proudly presents the Brouhaha Comedy Show 4. Per usual, Ripper the Clown will be hosting, and the lineup for Brouhaha 4 will feature an A-list and A-team of the area's best comedians. That's right, an all-female roster consisting of Shawna B. Shawna is an amazing comedian and a definite crowd favorite at Vintage Villains. Throughout my recent travels, I've been asked numerous times when she'll be performing again at Vintage Villains, and Shawna's return will be April 29th at Brouhaha 4. Shawna has done so much to support the local comedy scene and moreover her fellow comedians, and Brouhaha 4 wouldn't be complete without her. Now, I've worked with Shawna countless times. I'm a big fan of her work, and a couple of years ago on Halloween, she arrested me, Chris Hightower, and Alan Lewis. And to this day, I still question her legal authority to do so. Last June, at the Pop Goes a Culture Variety Show at Vintage Villains, Stephanie Katcher competed against and placed amongst seasoned comedy veterans, tying for 4th place with her stand-up comedy routine. And now, Stephanie will be making her first official stand-up comedy appearance on April 29th at Brouhaha 4. Stephanie is absolutely hilarious, and you don't want to miss this debut. Stephanie is also the acclaimed author of Note to Self, A Love I Deserve, and Note to Self, A Love I Deserve One Spoonful at a Time. She works for a company that makes wishes happen. Seriously, they do. And she may or may not bake cookies to lure people to their deaths and or bribe the audience. Stephanie has appeared and performed in numerous Ripper the Clown comedy shorts. You could see them all on YouTube. In addition, she recently received Stars of Expertise in Ashton Kutcher, Divorce, and Donuts. At one time, she was the leading expert on Spice Girls in social media, but she didn't let them add those stars to her profile. The incomparable Jessie Long will be returning to the Vintage Villain stage for Brouhaha 4. After her first Brouhaha appearance, Jessie became an instant favorite at Vintage Villains. Jessie is a comedy veteran. She's such a versatile performer and comedian, and I've been a big fan of her work for many, many years. Jessie has performed in New York City and at the Westside Comedy Theater in Los Angeles and throughout East Central Illinois, including Parkland College, the Jukebox in Peoria, and the CU Pride Fest. Jessie is also a regular at Soapbox Comedy at the A-Court in Champaign, and she recently opened for Randy and Mr. Leahy from the Trailer Park Boys TV show here at Vintage Villains.
Brouhaha comedy at Vintage Villains.
Now, even though Brouhaha 4 will consist of an all-female roster, we have a very special appearance by Quiet Michael. Quiet Michael LeBoon is a stand-up comedian, United States Army veteran, Purple Heart recipient, and the co-author of the book Heart of a Veteran. He has appeared on podcasts and radio, and he will film his first comedy special on May 29th. Now, I saw Quiet Michael perform over at Soapbox Comedy in Champaign at the A-Court, and I instantly became a fan. He blew me away. This guy is absolutely brilliant, and I had to have Quiet Michael on the show to introduce him to our Brouhaha audience. So I'm sneaking him on the roster as a special appearance. You have to see Quiet Michael in action. And headlining Brouhaha 4 will be Julia Megan Sullivan. Julia is a multi-award-winning actress of film and stage. Julia tied for first place at the very last Gong Show out at Sleepy Creek Vineyards, and last June she took first place at the Pop Goes a Culture Variety Show right here at Vintage Villains. She also recently opened for Randy and Mr. Leahy at Vintage Villains. If you've seen Julia perform, you know and understand why she's racking up all these accolades, and that's why she's headlining. Julia and her comedic singing will rock the house at Vintage Villains, and rumor has it that her hilarious CD, You're My Favorite, featuring 127 holiday hits, will be available at Brouhaha 4. I love Julia's work, and it's an honor to have her headlining her second Brouhaha comedy show.
Brouhaha comedy at Vintage Villains.
Brouhaha 4 will be a stellar and superlative night of comedy and unpredictable surprises. The doors at Vintage Villains will open at 7 p.m. The show will start around 8. The venue is all ages, but if you want to consume adult beverages, you have to be 21. Now, we've done numerous sellout comedy shows at Vintage Villains, and this one will sell out too, so you better get your tickets ASAP. Tickets are $8 in advance at Vintage Villains or $10 at the door. That's a lot of entertainment for $8 or $10. Now, if you were at the last Brouhaha comedy show, you know what an amazing and hilarious night we experienced. And for Brouhaha 4, all comedians will be performing brand new material. And hey, leave it to Ripper the Clown, the Visionary, the Renegade, and the Rogue to promote and host the area's only all-female comedy show. And thanks to our amazing sponsors for making this show happen. The new and improved Barber Shop, located at 807 North State Street in Westville, is an old-school barbershop with a new-school flair. Come on in for a haircut and visit Joe and Emily during the Barber Shop's new and extended hours, Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and Saturday 9 to 1. The Barber Shop now offers an array of hairstyling and beard styling products. Ripper the Clown's grandpa loves going to the barber shop, and it's the only place he'll go for his haircut. Walk-ins are always welcome, and haircuts are only $12. Visit Cafe 13 downtown Danville, Illinois. Cafe 13's motto is, fresh is best. No matter what time you come to Cafe 13, you are bound to smell something good. From their made-from-scratch, fresh-baked pastries first thing in the morning, to the chicken for their chicken salad, to the croutons for their Caesar salad, to the onions, peppers, and portobello mushrooms roasting in the oven. Or you might just smell the freshness of their vegetables being cut up for their pasta salad, the aromatic grind of their coffee and brew of their chai, or one of their delicious crepes being prepared before your eyes. So come and enjoy the atmosphere and sense of Cafe 13 Monday through Friday 7 to 2 and Saturday 9 to 2 in the heart of downtown Danville. And remember, fresh is best at Cafe 13. Meet John Bowers of Bowers Tree Experts, 217-443-6710. Bowers Tree Experts is fully insured with 24-hour emergency service. And when it comes to yard service, the experts at Bowers Tree Experts do it all. Tree, stump, shrub, evergreen, and dead limb removal. Tree, hedge, and evergreen trimming with emergency storm service available. And during the winter, Bowers Tree Experts offers firewood and snow removal. Call John Bowers today for a free estimate. 443-6710. That's 443-6710. Bowers Tree Experts. Did I mention the number is 443-6710? And hey, you never know who may show up to cut down your tree.
Brouhaha comedy at Vintage Villains.
Visit the downtown Danville Farmers Market at the Danville Public Library Wednesdays and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. from May 14th to October 15th. The downtown Danville Farmers Market always features an eclectic mix of vendors, including but not limited to fresh produce, delicious fruits and vegetables, mouth-watering baked goods galore, hot food and drinks, a plethora of snacks, as well as fine art, books, amazing jewelry, and mind-blowing sculptures. Each day at the Danville Farmers Market is a unique shopping experience, and taking place on the beautiful Danville Library grounds, the Farmers Market features a weekly array of entertainment and phenomenal musicians, including family-friendly events and activities and displays for kids of all ages. Shop local and bring your family to the downtown Danville Farmers Market every Wednesday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. from May 14th through October 15th. Welcome to Frozie's Fat Calf Frozen Yogurt at the Big R Plaza in Danville, Illinois. Frozie's is open daily from noon until 10 p.m. And with their indoor location, the summer never ends at Frozie's. Frozie's features 10 different frozen yogurt flavors and over 40 different toppings to create the sundae of your choosing. Yes, they have everything from fresh fruit to Fruity Pebbles and gummy worms. Frozie's even has unique yogurt recipes such as s'mores and peanut butter and jelly, and they now serve vanilla custard. Come celebrate Frozie's first anniversary, and don't forget, Tuesdays are Double Stamp Tuesdays with double stamps to your Frozie's loyalty card, and Monday through Friday between 3 and 5 is happy hour. Bring the kids in after school for a 20% off discount. Frozie's has over 50 Facebook reviews with a 4.9 star rating. And speaking of Facebook, like Frozie's on Facebook for specials and updates. Ripper the Clown absolutely loves working with all of these fine sponsors. I'm proud to call them all personal friends, and I appreciate their continued support. I'm really happy to have them all a part of Brouhaha 4, and all sponsors will be at the show with fun audience interaction, samples, and prizes. So there you have it. Brouhaha 4 on April 29th at Vintage Villains. Get your tickets today before they're gone.
Brouhaha comedy at Vintage Villains.